All rise. Support court with Judge Van der Bee is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1067, Daniel's case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You may be seated. Okay, it looks like Miss Daniels brought this case before the court. And what's your name, sir?
Michael.
All right. Michael, well, what's your last name? I don't want to call you by your first name.
Clough.
Michael Clough. All right, Mr. Clough. It looks as though you were brought to court
Unwillingly.
To be put on child support, but
Right.
she's not here.
She's never here, Your Honor. She never shows up.
All right, so tell me what's going on. Well, you know she brought you here for you to pay child support. So
Right.
what's going on with you all's situation?
I mean, not too long ago, she dropped the kids off. She was in a strange vehicle saying she was about to come up on some money, and I haven't seen her since, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I'm taking care of these kids. I got to go to work. I can't, they my kids. I had them, I made them, but, I got to go to work.
Okay. How many kids are we talking?
5.
5 kids? She dropped out 5 kids with you?
5 kids, Your Honor. No
And
clothes,
kept going.
no nothing.
Who was
kept
driving
going.
the car? Could you see?
I couldn't see. You know how it is.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into a wild courtroom twist. A father was dragged into court for child support, but the mother didn't even show up. The kicker: she disappeared 2 months ago after dropping off 5 kids. No car seats, no diapers, nothing. She pulled up in a beat-up car, promised a payday, and then vanished. Since then, this man has been holding it down. No contact, no help. The judge is stunned, but he stays calm, just trying to survive. 5 kids, solo parenting, and still showing up to court. This part sets the stage. One parent vanished. The other is stuck raising 5 kids while working full-time. The tension is real, the struggle is relatable, and the court is watching it all unfold. The reality hits hard. He didn't come to dodge support. He's already carrying the load alone.
You don't.
Tell me what you mean.
I mean, these women get with these strange guys, and they give them this false hope, and so she was in some kind of old Cutlass with some 20s on it, and she rode off in the sunset. Haven't seen her since.
And all 5 of the kids were in that car?
All 5 of them sitting on each other's laps.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh my gosh. Are any of the kids in car seats or should be in car seats?
No car seats. My youngest kid didn't even have any diapers, Your Honor. I called my mom and asked her. She said no, so I had to do what I had to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long ago did that happen?
Like 2 months ago.
2 months?
2 months ago.
Have you heard from her at all?
Haven't heard from her at all. I sent her some texts when I got the letter about coming to court, but
Right.
I haven't heard anything since.
Okay. Did she tell you she was going to bring you to court for child support?
She did. And then she dropped the kids off, and I haven't seen her since.
Okay. So what was the conflict? Like, what happened for you all to get to the point to where she said, I'm going to file child support on you?
Well, I was working out of town, Your Honor, and I was sending her about $500 a week, but she wasn't satisfied with that. She felt like she should have $2,000 a week, and I just couldn't do it, Your Honor. I couldn't survive off giving her that much money, and, I tried to work it out with her, and then I ended up getting a letter in the mail, which I thought was crazy.
All right, now the money fight gets exposed. Dad was sending $500 a week, but Mom wanted $2,000, a demand that crushed him financially. When he couldn't pay, she filed for child support, and then ghosted. He's paying everything, with no assistance and no backup, while working as a cook at McDonald's and raising 5 kids on his own. The judge is asking the right questions, and Dad's answers reflect pure struggle. No complaints, just facts. This part reveals the reality of being overworked and still dragged to court by someone who won't even show up. The courtroom is starting to see the truth. This man didn't come to dodge support. He's already carrying the weight. His job can barely cover his kids' basic needs, but he's still out here grinding. Respect in the room shifts quickly, and rightfully so.
Any type of government assistance or anything?
No, ma'am, Your Honor. I pay for everything.
Okay, you
Yes,
pay for
ma'am.
health insurance and everything like that?
All of it. And I work at McDonald's, Your Honor. I can't afford that, 5 kids, McDonald's salary. It's hard out here.
Okay,
For
so
a
you're
kid.
in management?
No, I work on the line. I'm a cook.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
got
ma'am.
you.
Best
All right.
cook out here.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Too bad I don't eat at McDonald's, otherwise I'll put your cooking skills to the test.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but you cook other stuff, right? You can cook outside of
Oh, yeah,
what
I
you
cook
make.
other stuff outside of work.
Okay, all right. You do like private in-home stuff? So, like, if me and my husband needed a private chef,
no,
you could
you
do
and
that?
Your husband don't want the stuff I cook, Your Honor.
What you cook?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that in the courtroom right now.
Oh,
Yes,
okay, got you.
Right.
Right, okay.
If you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean, but you know what? I don't even want to know.
Yeah, you probably don't.
Okay, all right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and dismiss this case.
I appreciate that.
No
I
problem.
left him in the car, so I really do got to get back out there.
You left them by themselves?
What a dog watching them.
There's a dog watching the kids in the car.
The dog watching.
Is it like a German Shepherd? I have a German Shepherd.
No, it's a poodle, but he's trained to watch the kids.
So you left the poodle with the kids?
Yeah, the kids. Yeah.
How old is the oldest child?
11.
Well, I guess that's not too bad. How old is the youngest child?
2.
Oh, okay. It's not
Yeah.
too bad, but
Yeah.
let me hurry up and get you out of here so you can go back and get with those kids.
This next part adds a touch of humor, but the grind is still very real. The judge jokes about his cooking and asks if he does private gigs. His reply: let's just say his cooking might not be what she expects. The laughter lightens the room, but behind it lies a deeper truth. His hustling, stretching every skill he has just to feed his kids and stay afloat. This isn't just about flipping burgers, it's survival mode with 5 mouths to feed. The judge sees it too. Behind the jokes is a man doing all he can, while the person who dragged him to court is nowhere to be found. Every joke lands, but the reality stays sharp. Humor aside, this man's carrying pressure on his shoulders that most couldn't handle, and he's still standing.
We're going to dismiss this case. Now, she does have the right, if she wants to refile it in the future.
Right.
That's not saying that she will get what she's looking for, but she does have the right to do that. I just want to make sure that you understand that.
Right. Well, I don't think she'll show up anytime soon. She went to Miami to get a BBL, so...
What's a BBL?
It's where, they take the fat from the stomach and put it in the butt. Yeah.
Oh,
So
so
I
like
don't know.
plastic surgery?
I guess. I mean, I seen a picture. It was 10 or 12 of them in wheelchairs at the airport, so...
Okay, well,
I think
all
we in
right.
the wrong business,
Maybe so. I need to be one of those doctors.
Right.
Okay. Well, Mr. Clough, if there is nothing further, you are free to leave and get to the car to get with those kids, okay?
Right. I'm going to get there right now. I
All right.
appreciate it, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now it's decision time. The judge dismisses the case, and it's clear why. He's doing it all, and Mom can't even show her face. But here's the wild part. He left the kids in the car, being watched by a poodle. That's right, a poodle. The oldest is 11, the youngest is 2, and is racing back to them. The court is laughing, but it's all real, a dad under pressure, doing what he can. No help, no breaks, just survival. This moment shows just how deep parenting gets in the trenches. It's chaotic, but the judge sees the truth and lets him go. The court is stunned, amused, and honestly impressed. He's not reckless, he's just desperate, doing his best with what little he has. You can feel both the struggle and the grind in every word. And then comes the twist. Turns out, Mom went to Miami for a BBL, leaving her 5 kids behind for cosmetic surgery. Dad drops the detail. She's in a wheelchair, fresh off surgery, while he's drowning in responsibility. The judge's reaction says it all. First disbelief, then a little humor. Wrong business, he jokes. Maybe you should have been a surgeon, not a cook. The judge reminds him that she can refile, but nobody in that courtroom expects her to. The father exits fast, racing back to his kids, and that loyal poodle. This is courtroom chaos at its peak. Part comedy, part tragedy, and 100% real life. The contrast is brutal. One parent chasing clout, the other chasing diapers. Case closed.